Back down here at the chicken coop today, and I'm going to review out of the box. And just now opened it. It's the first time I used it. It's the Ryobi Airstrike crown stapler, the 18 gauge crown stapler. I picked this up a couple weeks ago. It's been cold and nasty, windy, rainy, icy. Today's about 60 degrees. It's warm. I picked this up right after Christmas. Used some gift cards, but they retail for about $120. Battery not included. It says on here that it'll run 1,500 staples per charge. I'm pretty sure that means one of the better batteries. I'm using the little half-size batteries, but the not CAD. I'm using the 102, I think, right now. I got a 107 charging. I have several P100s, the old yellow and black ones, the blue, whatever color it is. I'm sure that they mean by the better battery, by 1,500. Regardless, I'm just a amateur. I just use it around the house, but I imagine if this would still work indoors, it'd be perfect. Comes in 2 different languages. I don't know why. I don't speak either. The features on it are pretty good, like the brad nailer. It's got an adjustment here on the head for pressure. It's also got one for depth right there. I've played with it a little bit already, so I've got it adjusted where I like. It's pretty easy loading. I can't do it one-handed, but you pull that lever, that piece out, and then they drop in the top. I'm using 1-inch staples that came with it right now, and I'm, as you can see, I've been stapling some cleats to a piece of plywood for the chickens. You can see there that a couple of them weren't set real deep. I readjusted it a couple times, and you can see they're sinking a little deeper. I'm going to finish this up, and I'll come back to it. Any misfires has been my fault. It's sometimes when you get it on the single mode, not the rapid fire mode, if you don't lift it completely and then set it down, it'll not fire, but if you lift it up and then put it back, it will. Just like the brad nailer does. I'm going to put one more cleat on here and finish this up. And then I'm going to change the staples. I'm going to put some of these 1.5 inch in. I'm going to go over here and staple some T111 up. I've used it for about an hour or so this morning, and stapled some T111. Built a little gate out of some used cypress from an old swimming pool fence, and it worked pretty good. It stapled it up good. Did splitty wood with it. I had a few staples at the beginning of the T111 that I needed to adjust the depth, but after about 3 staples, I had it figured out. All the others sunk nice and just below the surface, if so, they're not that visible. Better than the nail heads that were sticking out in it to start with. Of all my Ryobi tools, I may be more impressed with this than the others. I originally bought the Ryobi 18 Plus drill, the cheap one. It comes with a battery charger and a battery, and it went off from there. I still use the drill. That's been 5 or 6 years ago, 7 years ago maybe. And I've added batteries. I bought the Sawzall. Wasn't too sure about it, but I sure use it a lot. I recently bought the finish nailer. Was gifted the finish nailer. I did a review of that earlier. I may someday do a review on batteries because they make so many of them for these. They're all 18 volts, but there's so many different varieties and sizes. And but I've run about 100 1-inch staples and another 100 1.5-inch staples today, and I used the same battery, no problem. If you haven't used one, you read the directions. Everything seems to work as they say on it, and it's pretty easy loading, pretty easy to use. It's got a nice little light on it. As soon as you pick it up, the light comes on, tells you you're ready to go. If it flashes, it means the battery's low, or you need to troubleshoot it. Once you stop using it, moving it, it turns off automatically. Lights up as you're going in. Does even outdoors, it helps. For $120, I don't think you can go wrong. Now, you do have to buy the battery separate, and I think everybody else that's done a video on it says the same thing. But remember, the 18 plus goes with any of the Ryobi tools.